Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to our Fire Emblem Path of Radiance for Newcomers. My name is Jokester1801 and let's get started. Alright, so today we are on chapter 18. And we get to see Ike finally promote. How exciting. The Cathedral. You have done excellent work, Ike. Thanks to you, the wound that has scarred Begnion for many long years can finally begin to heal. As promised, Begnion now offers its support to Crimea's restoration. Woohoo, that's great news. However, Prime Minister Sephiran has yet to return, which limits the reinforcements I can provide. Be that as it may, what troops I can spare await your command. Use them as you see fit. I understand. Thank you. That's good news, isn't it, Princess Valencia? Yes. Yes, it is. This has taught me a valuable lesson. Our land needs the Laguz. I also believe that Bjork and Laguz need each other to survive. The previous apostle, my grandmother, was desirous of such a world, as were my parents. You know, it's pretty interesting that we never really hear too much about the apostle's parents, especially because, so the apostle goes through the women, because the first apostle was a woman. And so it's unclear why the previous apostle was Sanaki's grandmother and not her parents. Princess Valencia, your father, King Raymond of Crimea, was a true pioneer in the area of Bjork-Laguz relations. In the very near future, I will give the Imperial Senate a few suggestions on achieving a fully integrated society. I doubt the road will be easily traveled, but I can no longer turn a blind eye to these issues. Princess Valencia, you must rebuild Crimea. If you are successful, we will join forces and change the world. Empress Sanaki, your vision surpasses even my own. My father would be so pleased to hear your words. Looks like you're through with me. I'll wait outside until you're finished talking. Hold! I am most definitely not through with you. Huh? What did I do now? You're as impudent and impatient as ever. Heed me, Ike. If you are to help lead the Crimean Liberation Army, you must be given a more appropriate title. If you're talking about making me a noble, I'll decline, thanks. That's not my kind of thing. You're not in a position to refuse. Giving some nameless mercenary control of Begnion's troops would be problematic. And more importantly, it would affect the troops. You will resign yourself to this and receive peerage from Princess Valencia. What? No, wait, this is absurd. Blast of all the foolish. I'm sorry about this. If you're absolutely opposed to it, I won't force you. No, I have to do what's necessary. What am I supposed to do now? Put on a funny hat or something? Ike's so funny in this scene. Will you lend me your sword? Thank you. Now, may I ask you to kneel before me? Thank you. Alright, let me begin. In the name of House Crimea, I hereby grant you the title and rank of Lord and all the honors it conveys. Rise, Lord Ike. Woohoo! We finally see the mystical sun magic on Ike. So this is a story, what they call a story promotion, or story-based promotion, meaning that Ike's promotion happens at a certain point in the story every single time, and there's nothing that can change that, short of modding or hacking. He also gets pretty good promotion gains. 3 strength, 3 defense, I'll take that. Lord Ike, I love the green bandana. I think it's really cool. It is done. What an odd feeling. Aha, your new rank suits you. I completely agree. Yes, it truly does. I suppose. Not that it matters to me. So yeah, now I think all my team is promoted. I guess we'll see. Time to get a little bit of a recap of what we've been doing the past few chapters. Western Begnion is home to a great forest. At one time, these woods were home to the Kingdom of Serenus and ruled by the Heron clan of the bird tribes. Following the Serenus massacre, the forest lost its color and vitality. Some said it was the sorrow of the goddess made real. For 20 long years, the devout citizens of Begnion trembled in shame and loathing over the crime they had committed. The Begnion Empress, Apostle Sanaki, stepped forward as representative of her countrymen. Kneeling before the surviving Heron, Prince, and Princess, she gave voice to the apology of her people. She spoke not as one nation to another, but as neighbors on the same continent. The massacre was unforgivable. However, hatred breeds hatred, and if the cycle of grief and anger is not broken, it will continue for time without end. It was with this in mind that the Herons accepted the Apostle's apology. And so it was that Serenus Forest was returned to its former glory. Afterward, as payment for Ike's service, Princess Alencia gained the services of a regiment of Begnion army regulars. Though of common birth, Ike receives peerage from the princess and is given command of the army. As the first snow of the season falls, the newly commissioned General Ike takes control of the Crimean Liberation Army. He leads it toward the knife-edged mountains that mark the border between Begnion and Dane. It's time for us to invade Dane. Chapter 18, Crimea Marches. Yeah, so now's the time for us to take the offensive, basically. We haven't seen Ashnard in a while. So they've left Begnion, have they? According to our spy, they march with a regiment of Begnion's army. They plan to take a land route through Dane and then into Crimea. They plan to cut across Dane with nothing more than a single regiment at whose core is a tattered band of ragtag mercenaries? Gawain's son leads this rabble, yes? How does he stand up to his father's legacy? He doesn't. He's just a boy, not yet worthy of his father's name. Disappointing. Though his skill with the blade is rough, there is something uncanny about him. People seem drawn to him. And not just Begnion's apostle either. He's also gained the trust of the Serenus survivors and of King Phoenicius as well. The Herons are alive? It appears that 2 members of the royal family survived. Hehe, look how nicely the table's been set for us. Bring one of them to me, I care not which one, and I want the medallion as well. As you wish. Bum, 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 bum. Once we cross that great wall, we'll be in Dane. Look there, atop that building. Dane Wyvern Riders on patrol. They won't be happy to see us. Tell me, General Ike, have you faced Wyvern Riders in combat? Only a few times. I got the impression that the Kilvis Ravens were the more dangerous foe. If that's your impression, then you've had yet to fight true Wyvern Riders. What do you mean? I have no way of judging the ones we see here, but I know another unit, one that was attached to Begnion's Temple Guard. They had their reasons for leaving, but the important thing to remember is that they are exceedingly powerful. Which explains why the Apostle sent you to accompany us. That's right, Pegasus Knights fare better than most against Wyvern Riders. We know the skies as well as they do. Yeah, I prefer to keep my feet on the ground, thank you. Can I entrust the flying business to you? You forget, Ike, that we have both Jill and Marcia. Of course, we'll bring honor to the name of the Apostle's Sacred Guards. So Tanith, says that as if we're going to face a ton of Wyvern Riders next battle. We really don't face a ton of Wyvern Riders next battle, or in any of the battles, which is a little surprising. So, we have 29,000 gold. We got 3,000 combat experience, which is amazing. But, I mean, that was spread out over 4 battles, so it makes sense. But yeah, we did great. Alright, so now we're at the base for the first time in a while. We could do some supports, but again, I want to do Ike and Soren a support. Plus, I want to do Oscar and Kieran a support because they are next to each other more often. So that's why I want to do an Oscar Kieran's a support. These info conversations aren't too important, so let's manage. So we got a men there with Ike. So yeah, here's Ike. Now he's promoted. He's got good strength, skill, speed, and defense. He's doing really well. So that's really good. But yeah, all of my units are promoted now, except for Volk. Volk is actually pretty interesting because he also has a story-based promotion. So that's something to keep in mind. He actually promotes at the end of next chapter. So now I'm just cleaning up items. For example, I'm actually going to give Titania the Night Ward because she doesn't have great growth. She has pretty good growth, but the Night Ward is really helpful for her to help cap speed. And Oscar's actually like really good. Astrid as well is really good at this point too. Jill is doing phenomenal. I will give her back the Wyvern Band. The Wyvern Band boosts her strength and defense growths by 5%, which isn't a ton. The bands aren't like make it or break it items. But Jill is lagging behind on her strength, so it would be nice if she got some more strength. Oh, and then we also have the Adept. That's great, so we can give that to someone. Marcia can be a good user of Adept. Soren already has Adept. Nephany is actually a pretty good user of Adept. So, yeah. And then in terms of weapon uses, we're actually doing pretty good. Soren got to D staves, so that means what we're going to do is give him a mend. The reason why is because we have a ton of mends. And then the mends give him more weapon experience than the heal staves do. Great. Alright, so now what we're going to do is I'll do a little bit of bonus experience. If we kind of look, I'll probably give a level to Kieran, give a level to Marcia, give a level to Boyd, just kind of topping them off. Give a level to Jill, Bulk, Titania, maybe Oscar and Astrid. At this point in the game, giving a person a whole level is quite a bit of bonus experience, but it's pretty worth it to top people off, to just kind of like give them the last bit of their level, because then you can reset if they don't get a good level. The harder ones to judge are kind of like the ones here, like Nephany, who has 54 experience. However, I'll probably just give her the level just because she could use some more strength. So yeah, we will be right back. Alright, and we're back. So, just to kind of update, gave Kieran a level. He got some skill and defense and strength, which was great. Marcia got some strength and speed, which was great, because she's kind of falling behind there. Boyd got some strength, skill, and speed, which was exactly what I wanted. Nephany got some strength and defense, and I think a speed as well. Jill got some strength and defense, which was great. Titania got strength, speed, and defense. Oscar got skill and defense. I don't know. Astrid got some skill and speed. So overall, everyone's doing really well. Everyone's doing good on weapons too. I could forge like a hand axe for Kieran or something, but at this point, most people are actually like strong enough that I don't use forges all that much. It's not like the best thing, and I do suggest checking the shop every time, because like I could give Volk this dagger, but Volk doesn't fight stuff anyway, so I don't super care about that. I do want to... Okay, good. Soren does have Hellfire. Good. Then we are good to go. To the battle! It's winter, so all of our upcoming battles in Dane will be snowy, which is cool. Time passes. Princess Alencia. My Lord Ike, are preparations complete? Yes, the enemy should not yet be aware that we've come this far. We're going to launch a surprise attack and try to capture the wall on our first charge. Please wait for us at the base camp. Very well. There's no need to look so worried. We're well prepared, and we've got you as our good luck charm. Thank you for that, but do be careful, my Lord Ike. Hey, don't worry. This may be our first battle as an official army, but we've fought Dane many times. We're going to win. After all, I can't lose my very first battle as a snooty noble, now can I? I believe in you, and I know that you will be victorious. Come back safe. Is everyone ready? Let's move out. Hold a moment, my Lord Ike. In the sky, something's coming. Who's that? Ah, Ike, well met. It appears that you're getting ready for your first battle as Crimea's army. And you're escorting the Heron siblings back to Phoenicius, right? That was the original plan, but someone here insisted that we follow you. Quite unreasonably, I might add. You treated us with courtesy, Bjork. We must act accordingly. Isn't that so, Leanne? Blah blah blah. You said your name was Ike, correct? Yes. You aided my sister and me during a time of danger. We Herons hold courtesy in high esteem. We must repay our debt to you. That's really not necessary. We are practitioners of said magic. We cannot fight, but we can imbue our allies with strength. If you so wish it, I will travel with you. In this way, I will repay you for what you have done. So this is another decision where you can choose to let Rayson join your squad or not. I 100% always allow him to join. Rayson is amazing, and I'll explain why once we start the battle. You were lucky to find your sister. Shouldn't you stay by her side? Leanne understands what I do. I see. In that case, welcome. Thank you. I swear on the honor of my clan to do all I can to strengthen your cause. It's settled then, and you'll get aid from me as well. Janoff? Right here, your majesty. You'll go with the Crimean army and protect Rayson. Leave it to me. You too, Olki. Alright? Of course. Tabarn, it's too much. I cannot accept this. You're already watching over Leanne and my father as well. These past 20 years, I know what it's been like for you living in Phoenicius. I'm only sorry I can't do more. Tabarn, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. King Phoenicius, I will guard Rayson well. When Crimea is retaken, I will see him safely returned to you. I'll take you at your word. Your actions have created a bond of trust between yourselves and the Hawk and Heron clans. If you find yourself in a dire position, you can call on me. No matter what, I will fly to your aid. Woohoo! We gained a strong ally where we had not thought to look for one, didn't we? Yes, Bjork and Laguz, Beast Tribe and Bird Tribe. There's no difference between us. We finally understand one another. Yes, I think you're right. Now let's get started. Let's really get started. Everyone, move out. Alright, so we just got Rayson, Janoff, and Olki, and a surprise unit. We got Tanith. She is a Falcon Knight, just like Mercia is. She has really good weapon levels. A rank in sword, B rank in lance. That's great. She also has a really fascinating skill called Reinforce. So what this does is it allows her to call in more Pegasus Knights. And they're like partners, so they're the yellow units, the ones that you can kind of direct, but really it's just better to let them roam. Now, Tanith is generally considered a pretty good unit, and the reason she is she has really high weapon levels and that reinforced skill. Plus, I mean, her stats are pretty good, 16 strength, 24 speed, 18 skill, 15 defense. She's pretty good. She also comes with this interesting sword called the Sonic Sword. This is a magic sword. So what it does is it combines the might, MT, with magic to create the attack. So 10 plus 10 is 20. And it attacks on resistance rather than defense, as other physical weapons do. So overall, Tanith is pretty good. However, I like using Astrid, Oscar, and Titania slightly better. You could argue that Tanith is better than Titania at this point. They have the same strength, but Tanith has 6 more speed and 2 less defense, and 2 more skill and 1 more res. So there is that. So let's use Tanith instead of Titania, because it seems like Tanith is actually better. So what we're going to do is give Tanith a steel sword and then a steel lance, and then trade in the short spear for a javelin and give her a vulnerary. I always like to make sure my units have a vulnerary just because then they can heal themselves if need be. Titania doesn't need the Night Ward if she's not going to join us, so we will give it to Kieran. Alright, so now I got a pretty good squad. Tanith probably doesn't need the Sonic Sword, but I'll let her have it just in case. Alright, so looking at the battle, we can look at our conditions. It's just 13 versus 20. The boss has a funny face. So there's 3 Wyvern Riders over here. One of them has a Javelin, I believe. Yep, so be careful of that. Other than that, they're pretty strong, but they're pretty weak against magic, and they're pretty slow. So that's something to keep in mind. There is a Men's Staff we can heal. The boss has an Elixir we could steal, but I don't think Bulk is fast enough. Nope. Which is fine. I don't super care about the elixir. Oh, and then another big thing is Shinon is back. So if you defeat Shinon, you get the Brave Bow. But there is a way to recruit Shinon. And so, to do so, I'm going to actually bench Tanith and bring back Rolf. Yep, there's Rolf. So what you need to do to recruit Shinon is you need to have Rolf talk to him, and you need to have Ike then defeat Shinon in battle. So, again, what you need to do is you need to have Rolf talk to him, and then you need to have Ike defeat him in battle. I'm just going to check to make sure that's right. Yeah, so you need to have Rolf talk to him, and then Ike defeat in battle. So, that is the, that's how you recruit Shinon. Now, is it worth it to recruit Shinon? The answer is no. I mean, his stats are horrible now. 9 strength, 9 defense, 13 speed. Plus, he's a sniper, so he can only use 2 range. He is just not really very good anymore. He was amazing in the beginning of the game, but now he is just not good. Not good at all. However, we're still going to recruit him because this is beginner's guide, and might as well try to recruit everyone. So, what we're going to do is, Rolf is just going to kind of lag behind. He's never gained a level even, so we really don't want him exposed to any enemies. And then we're going to just basically bait out Shinon, have Rolf attack, and then have Ike defeat Shinon in 1 round. And hopefully that works. There is also a Siege Tome here, so this Blizzard guy, this guy is Blizzard. He can attack from 10 range away. He also has, Blizzard weighs 10. This guy has 4 strength, so 4 minus 10 is minus 6. 11 minus 6 is 5 attack speed. So he's not very fast, but he can hit you with 18 might from far away, so that's a little scary. But yeah, that's everything that we want to do there. So let's go and hit them hard. It appears the Crimean army has arrived. It's time to put our plan into action. The main body of the Kilvis army will wait atop the western summit. A small unit will remain here and cooperate with you. This is correct, is it not? It is. Oh, Naysala, traitorous. What could His Majesty be thinking? Why does Dane ally herself with some backwater subhuman nation? I don't know. There's no way we can expect to understand the supreme thoughts of the king. All we can do is perform the tasks set before us by His Highness. That is everything. Yes, of course. The Crimean army has no idea we're aware of their every move. Bah, what vermin. What does this untrained group of vagabonds think they can do? I don't care how talented he is. Their commander is nothing more than a young mercenary with illusions of grandeur. We've nothing to fear. We'll show them what real war is like. And, the Kilvis Ravens, how should we deal with them? Those subhuman freaks? Let's use them as bait. We can sacrifice them and reduce our own human casualties. A fantastic idea. Make sure that the men are thoroughly instructed. Yes, sir. You there, halt. You're an unfamiliar face. You'll know it soon enough. You filthy piece of offal, you will bow your head to a superior officer. He's got a lot of nerve, hasn't he? Is he one of yours? Yes, sir. He's a new recruit who was only assigned to me today. Please accept my apologies for his lack of training or manners whatsoever. If he's good, I can overlook almost any character flaw. Go and kill as many Crimeans as you can. Help my name be remembered with honor and glory. Yes, sir. Pah! Come to me, dregs of Crimea. I will teach what it means to oppose the might of Dane. Alright, here we go. So, we have Rayson. Rayson is a member of the bird tribe, and what that means is he can actually make a unit move again. So, for example, I can have Ike run up here, and then have Rayson run up here and use the chant. And so he'll use his Galder magic, and it lets Ike take another turn. So this is the Dancer archetype. So in Fire Emblem, there's generally a Dancer in almost every game. Not every game has a Dancer, but almost every game has a Dancer. And so what this does is it makes it so your unit can just move again. So I could move again and come in and beat this guy if I wanted. I don't know if I necessarily want that. Seems like it would be good. But yeah. So I think what I'll do is I'll shove Neffany here. Have her run up, take out this guy. But continuing my thought with Racing. So he's a Dancer archetype. Dancers make units move again. Now, when you're first coming into Fire Emblem, it can be really difficult to use Dancers. Dancers are often very fragile, so Racing is incredibly fragile. 22 HP and 2 defense means he will die to almost any physical attack. Like this soldier here, almost kills him. The nice thing about Racing is that he's actually pretty fast, and he has high resistance. A lot of Dancers have low defense and low resistance, as well as maybe being slow, which means they just die. Luckily, Racing is pretty fast, and he has high resistance, which means he can actually take some good damage. Like, he could tank some magic attacks if you needed. I don't suggest doing that, but he can. The other nice thing about Racing is he has this skill called Blessing. What this does is it restores HP equal to his magic to units that are adjacent to him at the start of the turn. So if I had, for example, Soren wait right here, which I will do, what will happen is at the beginning of the turn, if Soren had taken any damage, Racing will heal up to 10 damage. So that's actually pretty nice. But the main thing about Racing is that he can make units move again. Now, the one thing to keep in mind, though, about that is Racing cannot move after he dances unless he acquires a specific item called the Night Ring. So, unlike our flyers, Mercy and Jill, who can move after they attack or do something, Racing cannot unless he acquires the Night Ring. So, that's a pretty important thing to keep in mind. But yeah, would highly recommend using Racing. He is incredibly good, incredibly important for any team. So definitely should use him. Now, what I like doing here is kind of making a wall, just making sure that like they can't get to my more fragile units like Racing. And then we're kind of gonna just bring up everyone else here. And then I will have Ike just run forward, mostly because he's just not gonna die. And also because I want to get Ike some experience, and this is a good way to do it. And then I'm actually just going to have Jill run over here and deal with these guys. Now, this guy has a javelin. Nope, this guy has a javelin. I don't know if Jill... Yeah, Jill can't even get in that range. So I'm just going to have her equip the Steel Axe. So that way she has 30 attack, which lets her do 15 times 2. So close to beating that guy. I mean, I could have Marcia come back and help her if need be. Let's see. I should have had Jill. Nope, that doesn't matter. Can she defeat the Javelin guy? Doesn't look like it. Alright, well, I'll have Marcia come back. So the reason I'll have Marcia come back is because Jill can't defeat the Javelin guy in one round. And that's just kind of annoying. So I'll just have her defeat. I'll have Marcia help her out. So Ike doesn't kill this guy. That's perfectly fine. He probably doesn't kill this guy either. Look, he's just leaving setups for other people to get the kills. Such a nice guy. Yeah, so just like we calculated, Jill's doing 15 times 2. Now, I do want to, like, defeat that guy. And then the other thing to think about is... So Jill can't defeat this guy, unfortunately. However, what we could do, yeah, this is what we'll do. So Marcia can defeat that guy. Can she defeat? Okay, so we're gonna have Jill just defeat this guy with the hand axe. And then she's actually gonna move backwards. And I'll explain why in a moment. So this guy moves 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. I'm gonna put Jill right there. And so the reason is because once I move Marcia here, kill that guy. Then I could move Marcia just back here. The reason I did that is because this guy can still attack Jill. And he's going to only be able to attack her with a javelin, which does less damage. Such that he will do 0 damage to Jill, since she has 21 defense, and he has 20 attack with the javelin. And then, the reason I brought her back here is because then he's going to come up and attack. Jill can attack from here with her hand axe, kill him, and then move forward. And then this way she's not so far behind my army. Whereas if I had left her up here, it would have taken her 2 turns to catch up. Whereas this way, it'll take her 1 turn to catch up. So just something to think about is trying not to leave like your units super far back. So I will heal up Ike. I probably should have used Soren instead of using Reese right there, because then Soren could get some more staff experience. However, I do think I'll probably get some people hurt. Maybe. So what I could have done is I could have moved Soren there, then used Racing to have Soren move again, and then have Ike, have Soren heal Ike. So that's what I could have done. It's not what I did, clearly. And the reason that would have been nice is because it would have given Soren some staff experience. So close, Ike. So close. I think Kieran can just run up here. Just have Astrid take out this guy. And then she still gets a ton of experience. I guess I'll have Ike just attack this guy. And then what I'll do with Racing is I'll let Volk move again. That way I don't have to like waste time waiting for Volk. Because now instead of taking 2 more turns to get the chest, he'll just take 1 more turn, which is pretty nice. And then Rolf can run up here. Maybe he could shove Racing. Nice. The reason I wanted to shove Racing is because then he's that much closer to my army. Oh yeah, I forgot about this guy. So this guy has a bolting. It's pretty similar to the Blizzard, except it's just has slightly different stats. So yeah, Jill did enough to where she can now take out that guy and then run back towards my army. Whee. See, and now like her and Marcia aren't even that far behind. Alright, so we'll get this chest here. There are 2 other chests, plus we can steal the mend. That's why we brought Volk. Unfortunately, so I want to use Ike to take out this guy so he stops running away. But I can't use Ike to take out the bolting guy as well. However, what we could do is, if Racing was able to be shoved, like by Rolf here, then we could have him, we could have Oscar move up here, and then Racing can make Oscar move again, and then Oscar can run up and take out that guy, the bolting guy, I mean. Just like that. We'll probably just have him here, and then use the hand axe. 100% accuracy is great. The unnecessary soul, but it is cool to see Oscar toss his axe in the air before throwing it at the guy. Oh, nice. Oscar is now D-axis. Plus, this gives Ike the support between him and Oscar, so that's kind of nice. Again, you have to be within 3 spaces to get the support bonus, and Ike and Oscar give each other 20 avoid, which is pretty nice. This is also why Cavaliers are super nice in general. They can just move so far. We'll shove Racing. This is also why it's a little sad when like Soren and Reese get super far behind your army. So it's pretty sad. But this is why we want Soren to get Physic, is so then he can heal from far away if need be. Ravens, they betray not only me, but all the goobs. Naysala, you jerk. Alright, so I don't think Soren can heal anyone, which is unfortunate, but not the worst thing in the world. I will shove him so he can get at least somewhat closer to the rest of everyone else. I could use Racing on him if I shove Racing with Rolf again, but I can't. So I'll just shove Racing with Reese. And then I'll shove Reese with Rolf. Or not. That's fine too. And then I'll bring up Jill and Marcia so that they can be nice and close. And then I'm just going to have everyone kind of move forward. I do need to be careful. This guy does have a Night Killer. However, I mean, even if we look, I guess we can't. So Oscar has 21 defense. So this guy has 7 MT might. Because it's effective against horses, it would have 14 might due to the effective. Plus 12 equals 26 attack. 14 plus 12. So that means he does 5 damage to Oscar, 5 damage to Astrid, 4 damage to Kieran, so it's not really a big deal. I do want to be careful though, because I don't want to bait in Shinon quite yet, since I do need to have Rolf talked with him before I have Ike defeat him. However, I can't have everyone else just kind of move forward. That's perfectly fine. Oh, I do need to be careful. So, if I have someone move in front of Ike, like I could have Oscar move there, they will get attacked by Shinon. So, I do not want that. And there we go. Oh, I should have shoved Soren. Oh well. Ha! Missed. Oscar doesn't quite kill there, but that's perfectly fine. The Ravens are coming in hot. Yes! So now Racing is transformed. Now instead of being able to make 1 unit move again, Racing can make 4 units move again, which is amazing. So what I'm actually going to do is have Marcia rescue Volk and then move up here. And then I'm going to have Jill rescue Rolf and move up here. And then I'll have Reese move right here. And so now what we can do is Racing, he can also move further, so now he has 8 movement instead of 5. But now Racing can can make all 3 of these units move again. Amazing. Just so good. And so now what I can do is I can bring in Rolf right here. Which means, he has 6 moves, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I have Shinon attack Ike here or something, or attack like Astrid or Oscar, doesn't matter, Rolf can then move to recruit him. And then I can have Volk move here. And so I wanted Volk to move there, because then he could get the Mend staff. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Oscar take out this guy here. Unnecessary Soul by Oscar. What else is new? And then we don't need the Night Killer, but we're going to put Oscar here so he's in range of Shinon. So Shinon does move, and so he'll move to attack Oscar. Oscar has 21 defense, and Shinon has 19 attack. So he's going to do 0 damage to Oscar, which is great. And then I'll just kind of move everyone up. Soren could attack that guy, but I don't want him to. I don't see anyone that we could have Soren heal, unfortunately. So we'll just have him move forward. And then we'll have Reese move forward too. And then we'll just leave Ike and Kieran where they are. So this guy attacks Oscar. Unfortunate, because that blocks Shinon. And then we are in the Blizzard guy's range. But he also misses Oscar. Shinon might move forward, I don't know. Yeah, he did not, because he only moves forward if he can attack. So what we're going to do is we're going to have Volk actually steal the mend. And then Astrid is going to rescue Volk and just kind of move right here. Oscar is going to move forward, defeat this guy in one hit. And then move back. I'm going to move... So I want to be careful with Shinon. But what I can do is... I'm going to have Kieran move forward here. And then I'll have Ike move forward here. And so then that blocks off Shinon's range quite a bit. And then we'll have... We do need to be careful with Rolf. This guy has 18 attack. Rolf has 2 resistance, so we would do 16 damage to Rolf. Rolf has 6 attack speed. This guy has 4 minus 10 is minus 6. 11 minus 6 is 6 attack speed. So it doesn't double Rolf. So we're actually going to just put Rolf over here. That way he's out of range of Shinon, but if Shinon attacks Kieran or Ike, he's in range to then talk, and then Ike can come in and finish him off. I am going to have Jill move here, take Volk, and drop him. And so then that way Volk can move right up there and get the chest next turn. I'll have Boyd kind of come in. And then I can't really use Racing very well this turn, but that's okay. So yep, he attacks Shinon, or he attacks Ike, which is fine. Heh, I always knew it would come to this, Ike. Shinon, watch yourself. Ha, get wrecked. And then, yep, that guy attacks Rolf. Not surprising. And he does the 16, which is perfectly fine. That's exactly what we thought he would do. Oh, we do have some reinforcements that we do need to deal with. So we're going to have Volk run up and get the chest here. I am going to have Soren heal up Rolf, because we finally have someone for Soren to heal. Then Rolf can run up, talk to Shinon. Shinon? Rolf. Shinon, it is you! Look at you, you've grown so much. You actually look like an archer. He's lying. Rolf hasn't gained a single level. Really? Haha! You always did have what it takes. It's just like I told you. You train the right way, and you'll surpass both your brothers. Not true. I had a good teacher. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you haven't told anyone else about that, have you? Nope, never said a word. I keep my promises. Good man. Ha ha ha. Shinon? What? Are you with the enemy? Yep. Cry. Stop that. I told you things like this happen. Did you forget? But it's not fair. Ready your bow. It's time for the pupil to face his master. So yeah, Shinon taught Rolf. And now Ike will finish off Shinon. Ugh, curses. Don't move. You'll tear the wound wide open. What are you planning? Do it now. Finish me. Ha, idiot. So it looks like Shinon died. but he didn't. At the end of the battle, we'll get Shinon back. Oh, great level up from Ike. Nice. Strength, skill, defense, and resistance. And we still get the Brave Bow. Alright, so I'm actually going to send Oscar back. And I'll send Astrid back too. And then I'll have Rayson chant for them. So this map is a route map, which means I have to defeat all the enemies. And so that's why I'm sending Oscar and Astrid back, because I don't want to have to wait for these enemies to come to me. And then I could have Marcia run up and attack this guy and actually take him out, which is surprising. And she got hit. Nice. So the reason I'm celebrating that is because that's another person for Soren to heal. Again, I want to get Soren up to C staves. And to do that, I need Soren to heal people. So we can have Kieran just take out this guy in one hit. And then this boss actually does move as well. And I don't really want to be in his range because he does a good amount of damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then he has 1 to 2 range because he uses magic. So right there's the range of the boss. Counted perfectly. He does have Tornado, which is high level wind magic. It's not very strong. I mean, Soren's Forged Fire Tome has more might than that. Which is why I'm not a super big fan of Soren using wind magic. That seems to be like his natural thing. But I don't love him using it. Because it really is not very strong at all. Alright, there we go. We are in range of this bishop though, which is fine. Ooh, he did 1 damage. It's more health for Soren to heal. It might seem like I'm being a little crazy with the Soren healing stuff thing, but it actually, like, every use counts. Because every use means I'm that much closer. So every time Soren heals, it means I'm that much closer. Now, unfortunately, I can't. Alright, I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to have Ike move here so that Soren can heal here. Like I said, every use counts. And the reason I did that is so that Rayson could then chant. Now what I should have done is shoved Ike 1 space left. But it's okay. And then we can run up here and heal Marcia. And then I'll have Volk actually run up, steal this guy's mend. Once Rolf trades some items away from him. And then what I can do is rescue Volk. Move him here. Marcia can take drop. And then Boyd can run up and just one-shot this guy. So then that way, I got the men's staff. But then I also didn't leave that guy just standing there. And more importantly, I didn't leave Volk in range of the boss. Because this boss can do 20 damage to Volk, which is a lot. Alright, I am going to just defeat the boss because Volk can't steal from him. So I'm going to put Nephany in range of the boss. And then Astrid can run up here. I'm going to use my hand axe. And the reason is because she might be in range of some of the new reinforcements. And with the hand axe, she can attack back if they have 2 range. So for example, this guy has an iron bow, and Astrid is in range of him. So this guy, they all have 2 range. So the hand axe was the correct choice. Gonna do the same thing with Oscar as well. Another unnecessary soul. And a critical on top of that. That is something important to note, is that you can activate a critical hit when using your mastery skills. And now you will realize the true power of Dane! 12 damage is a lot of damage. Nice dodge there. Oscar takes him out. Oh, spoke too soon, I guess. That's fine. We'll just take him out next turn. This guy also attacks Oscar, which is fine. Oscar does not take him out. Oh, Oscar does take him out. Spoke too soon again. And we get a level up. Hopefully he gets a strength. Strength, skill, speed. Nice. Exactly what I wanted. So now this guy attacks as well. Now Oscar's hand axe should break right here, and so he probably won't kill. Oh, guess we're good. Never mind. Oh, it's because he missed the paladin. That's why. So it should break. Yep, there it goes. So it would have broken on the other guy, but Oscar missed the paladin, and so that meant he didn't have, he didn't use that use. Alright, so I could have Astrid kill and get a level, but I think I'll just have Oscar kill. Pop. And there we go. And so now what I want to do is get this chest here. Ooh, a Wrath Scroll. Nice. And then I think what I'll do is I will have Reese move up out of the way. I'm going to have Soren heal Kieran here. Then I'll have Ike move here. And then I'll have Rayson chant for them both. Then I'll have Soren run up and heal Nephany. Oh, also, the boss had like a blue aura right before he attacked. That's because it's his Nihil scroll. And so it negates enemy combat related skills. So for example, Nephany's Wrath skill would be negated. Or more importantly, like Soren's Adept skill would be negated, so that couldn't proc. Oscar's Soul skill wouldn't activate either. So that's something to keep in mind. The real question is, who do I want to give the boss kill to? I could give it to Ike. Yep, we'll give it to Ike. You fools, it must be good fortune that has brought you this far. But you'll need more than luck to get over this wall. Guess I have more than luck, because I beat you. I let them get too close. Nice. So the reason I gave it to Ike is because now, if I don't give him any experience, I could give him a bonus experience level up at base, and make sure he gets some speed and defense, which is what I want. And if we defeat these 4 enemies right now, we actually win the battle, so let's do that. Actually, that's not true. We don't win the battle quite yet, because there are these 3 ravens over here. Anyway, Boyd does effective damage against the ravens. However, it's not enough to kill them. So, that is unfortunate. So I do want someone who can double them. So, Kieran can. So let's have Kieran take out one of these guys. No damage. Nice. Then I'll probably have Boyd use a bow. Take out this guy. Or he could use his hand axe to take out this guy. Let's do that. And then Nephany can take out this guy here. Nice, nice. Perfect damage, that's what we like to see. And then Jill could probably take out this one. Nice. No damage taken to boot. And the unnecessary critical. Alright. So now we just have to take out those 3 ravens up there, and we're good to go. Oh man. It's so weird that one of them transformed, but the other 2 are like still pretty far away from it. Oh, I guess he'll transform next turn, and then the turn after that. Okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna have my people run forward. I'm not gonna use Ike, because again, I want to use that bonus experience level up. I will move up Soren though. Maybe even, yeah, I'll champ for Soren. That way Soren is nice and close in case anyone gets hit. And then I'll even use Ike to shove Soren. Now Soren is right there. And we'll just wait, because there's no point in moving everyone else since they can't do anything anyway. I don't think Marcia can kill this guy, so that's perfectly fine. So there we go. Someone for Soren to heal. Just what I wanted. So the reason I'm shoving Race in here is because I can move Soren to this square to heal Marcia, and then I can champ for Soren. So that seems worth it. So I'm assuming someone else is going to get attacked and get hit. So I'll give Marcia this kill here. Unnecessary critical, nice. And I could have Nephany at least attack right here, I guess. I'll probably just have her... I don't think I can have anyone take any damage, can I? Ooh, alright, let's go Boyd. So again, the reason I want to take damage is so Soren can run up and heal him. I will have Nephany though, just move right here and take him out. Alright, don't miss again. Thank you. Woohoo, Nephany level up. Strength. Strength! Nice! And then Kieran could probably run up and take out the other one. Before I do that though, I'll use Soren. And we got a Racing level up. Nice. Racin's stats don't matter too much. As long as he has enough speed and resistance to not die, he's doing pretty good. So I'm just going to move Joe out of the way, have Soren move here and heal up Boyd, and then Kieran can take out this last Raven. And we got a level up with Soren. Nice. Speed. Speed! Great level up. And then Kieran gets the kill here, and we are good to go. Speed. Speed and defense. Wow, what a great level up, Kieran. And there we go. Battle complete. Crud, I lost. This was a plum chance for me to get a leg up in this world, too. Shinon. Ha! And I can't believe that the one who defeats me is little Lord Ike. Looks like I've lost my edge. I'm ready, boy. Go on. Finish what you started. Come back to the company. I don't think so. You've never liked me. As far back as I can remember, you have never liked me. That's right. Still don't. You called me a weakling. Said I was nothing without the help of my father. That's what you said, right? That's why you hated me. Sounds like me. Don't you get it? I just beat you. So your reasons don't hold water anymore, do they? Pah! It's enough you beat me, now you gotta talk me to death? I'll say it once more. Come back to the company. I acknowledge your abilities. As commander, I want you with us. Let's have another go around. I win and I'm commander. Agreed? I win and you fall in line. Agreed? Don't worry, boy. I'll make it quick. Let's go. And as we can surmise, Ike definitely wrecks him. General, we've seized control of the surrounding area, and the remaining Dane troops are retreating. General? Oh, right. Understood. I beg your leave. General, eh? Weird. You know, you never look relaxed. Monsieur, what's going on? We haven't seen much of you lately. I've been a bit busy. In order to leave Begnion, I had to sell my ship and dismiss the crew. There was a lot to take care of. Is that so? Huh. It looks like you've been caught up in our struggle after all. Are you alright with that? I mean, I know you've got a lot of your own matters to handle. It's not like I've abandoned my own interests to join up with the Crimean army. For me, I've judged that there's value in traveling with you, so don't worry about it overly much. If you say so. You're a fairly knowledgeable fellow, so it's nice having you around. Ha! I think that's mutual. Now then, I've got some good news. What is it? Senior officials in Gallia are moving to action. Until now, they've been content to take a defensive stance and wait it out, but it appears this never-ending stalemate has exhausted their patience. Ike, this victory here today was a very important thing. It may prove to be a decisive first step in breaking Dane's power. News of it will spread like wildfire over the entire continent, and give countries confidence to speak out against Dane. With Crimea as a rallying point, Gallia may well be moved to join this war. You just need to keep winning. If you can do that, the road will open before you. History will be made. Could Dane truly fall at our hands? Can I make that happen? Me? Use what you've been given, and great things will happen. You have it in you to lead, Ike. For now, it's merely one portion of bird tribes, but your relationship is established. It's because you resolved to gain their trust, and then made it happen. It's all due to my father. If my actions prove to be the right ones, it will be due to the way my father raised me. If you treat others in good faith, they will follow you of their own volition. That's what he taught me. He was a magnificent man, wasn't he? When I was younger, I wanted nothing more than to be as strong as my father, and then I wanted to surpass him. Now, that is a goal I'll never achieve. Sad. But that was a good moment. What's that? The border's been breached? Everyone was defeated, not only the Dane troops, but our brigade as well. Cut down like wheat in the field. Huh, well that was impressively done. For a band of sellswords, that is. There's nothing else to do. Send a message to the Dane command and tell them that the enemy is stronger than expected. At once. Wait, hold a moment. Yes? Send a Dane human instead. I don't care which one. Just don't use any of our troops. But a wingless human will take such a long time to... General Patrine commands the next front. She's a very temperamental woman. But go if you like. Tell her that the Kilvis Ravens have been defeated. She'll roast you like a chicken and use your bones for stock. Understood. I will find a human. Who's there? Soren, what are you doing here? What are you planning? Where did that come from? I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't play dumb with me. We're past that. Gallia's decision to join in this war was based on some new information they received, wasn't it? Cat got your tongue? Fine, I'll tell you what you've been doing here. You were to deliver Princess Crimea to Begnion to see if she could garner any support for her cause, and, regardless of whether she got that assistance or not, to judge if she was worthy of Lagu's support. Am I wrong? If you figured all this out, why remain silent? Because your actions were beneficial to Princess Crimea. I determined that even if left to your own devices, you would not harm the princess. It sounds like you don't think that's the case anymore. You accomplished both missions, but you've come back anyway. To what end? I don't have to explain myself to you. That's true only until I reveal your purpose to Ike. Everyone has a secret or two that he wants to bury somewhere deep, including you, Soren. I don't know what you mean. Oh, I trust that we understand each other. The army rises early tomorrow. I suggest we turn in. The enemy knew we were coming today. And you think I'm responsible? Yes, I do. My oh my, you really are suspicious, aren't you? Good night, Soren. Uh-oh, intrigue. Got some good bonus experience, and there we go. That'll be it for this episode. Thanks for joining us, and we hope to see you next time.